Hey everyone, welcome to our channel. In today's video, we'll learn how to use CapCut AI Auto Sync to the music beat full tutorial. Today, we're diving into the amazing world of CapCut, focusing on one of its coolest features, which is the AI Auto Sync to the music beat. So if you've ever struggled with manually syncing your footage to music, this tutorial is going to be a game changer for you. Before we get started, let's talk about what CapCut is. So, this is actually a powerful, user friendly video editing software that offers a wide range of features to help you create professional quality videos. So, whether you're just a beginner or an experienced editor, it will help you, or it has the tools that cater to all of your editing needs. From basic trimming and cropping to advanced effects and transition, CapCut makes video editing accessible and fun. So as you can see, we're still currently onto its website in here so that you should be able to learn how to download this app. So this is for PC, so you could do the same thing onto your mobile phones. Just search CapCut and there you should be able to find a download option for you. So click on to download for free and wait for the download option to begin. Now, right after you have downloaded that, just go ahead and follow the on-screen prompts onto installing that one. And once you have completely installed that, you should be able to see the same screen. So this is CapCut's dashboard. So I've signed in my account already in here. And as you can see, there should be an option for you to create a project. And I don't have any projects in here as of the moment. So this is where you should be able to see all of the projects that you have onto your account, also your spaces. You could also invite your friends. You could share this, and here onto the upper part, you should be able to find in your account. Now to begin, let's go ahead and click on to create project to begin. So this is what the editing page looks like. So here you should be able to see different panels. So here onto the middle, this is where you should be able to see a preview onto your video. Onto the upper part is the title of it. You could rename this just by clicking onto this. Its details onto the right side and here onto the left side. This is where you could import videos, audios, and images. So there are also spaces in here or stock materials or the free image or videos that are available or offered here on CapCut. The same thing with audio in here. So we have different sound effects, the TikTok sound, brand music, and also you could check for copyright issues onto the music that you're currently using. To add in some text, we have text in here. Here are the different settings for text. We also have stickers to add in stickers onto your editing videos, effects, transition, and let's scroll in here to see more. Just like you could add in some captions, filters, and you could do manual adjustments onto the videos that you have. Now, if you've noticed here onto the bottom part, this is what you call the timeline. So you should be able to drag material here, and this is where you could go ahead and adjust your clips. And we have different tools in here like select, undo, redo, split, and also delete. We also have this one to go ahead and record a voiceover. We also have different tools in here. So go ahead and feel free to explore CapCut in here. Now to get started with our tutorial in here, we're going to do a quick overview onto what that feature is. So that is the AI AutoSync. So that feature, it actually automatically aligns your video clips to the beats of your chosen music track. So this feature is incredibly helpful because it will save you time and effort, ensuring that your edits are perfectly in sync with the music without the tedious manual work. So for you to be able to go ahead and try this one out, we need to have clips in here and also audio. So if you've remembered earlier, so you should be able to see that one here onto the left side, the import option. So just go ahead and drag and drop the videos and audio that you want to use in here. So just, or you could just simply click onto this to browse onto your different files. So just do that to add in all of the items that you need to our editing in here. But for this tutorial, I think we're just going to use the stock images or stock materials that are offered here onto CapCut. Now, to begin, we're going to start onto adding a music or an audio. So you should be able to find that one here under music. So as you can see, here are the different options that you could choose. So there are a lot of options in here, and here onto its left side, there are actually categories for that. So we have for vlogs, we also have different things in here like rock, warm, and many more. So just feel free to use which one you like. So I think we're gonna go for the category beat in here so that it would really match what we are looking for so that it will also try to present more our test in here. So you'll just need to click onto this to do a preview. You could also add that specific audio to favorite or download this to go ahead and add this. So let's try this one out. So that one earlier was kind of fast. So I kind of like how this one goes. There's good vibes. Now you could do a quick preview just by pressing the triangle button in here or just by simply clicking onto the audio in here. And to add this onto your timeline, there should be an option for you to add that to track already. So it should go ahead and look something like this. So you could make this one bigger. And since we're just doing this for a tutorial, let's gonna go ahead and trim this out up until 10 seconds. So let's gonna remove that, move it in here, and let's have this around or 20. So as you can see, it should go ahead and look something like this. So before, if you don't have that specific AI, then you have to manually mark them. So you do it like this, click onto that, and you manually mark it just like that. You could remove the marker as well, but since we're using the AI already, we could see that one here onto its side. So we have mark beats in here, and if you click onto that, there are two options. We have beats one, so let's try that one out. So these are the different beats that it has gathered. Let's try out the other beat. And I think this one is more faster. So let's try out the beats one. Let's do a quick listening to that. Now let's try in the other beat. And as you can see, it did really created the different markers and it also created a right timing onto the music. So we're going to go ahead and try to use beats one for this. And what we need to do right after is to go ahead and import the different clips. So if you have your own clips in there, then don't hesitate to go ahead and just import them in here, drag and drop them, or you could just simply click onto this to browse onto your download files. So since we're using stock materials in here, we have stock materials over in here. And as you can see, there are also categories for that. So you could use Christmas, green screen. We also have backgrounds in here and intro and end and some transitions. So we also have atmosphere and life. But for this one, since we're trying to create some beats of a clip, we're going to use scenery. And let's count off how many we need. So we have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So we need 8 clips. So we're going to trim this one out onto the starting beat and we're going to use delete left for that. So it should go ahead and remove something like this and let's drag it here onto the bottom part so that it should start with the first beat. So we're gonna keep on choosing different clips in here. For example, this one. We're gonna import this here, just like that. And we're gonna scroll this one down first since we needed 8 clips for this. So let's add this as well. So we're gonna go ahead and clean that later on. We're gonna trim each clip, but for now, let's just go ahead and add 8 first. So we have 3 already. So let's keep on adding more in here, just like this one. So we also have this. And since we have started out to have our clips on landscape, it is also good to use landscape clips for this. So we're going to use all landscape and we're going to refrain on to using portrait clips in here. But if you want to use those portrait clips, then no worries. You could still go ahead and try to edit that one out to make it landscape or just go ahead and try to keep it as per your liking. So we have 6 already in here. Let's add 2 more. This and let's add another one, which is this one. So as you can see, we have added that one already. And right after, there is a setting that we need to turn on in here. So we have this auto snapping on. So we need to turn that one on in here. So that is actually a crucial feature as well, since that enhances the editing workflow by providing several benefits like snap to markers. Since we're trying to use or fill this onto each beat in here, auto snapping ensures that your clips, transitions, and effects align precisely with beat markers, making your edits more accurate and also synchronized. So we really need that one here so that we could go ahead and try to see where we're trying to end our clip. So before we trim out our clips, let's try to choose the part of the clips that we want. So let's delete that to the left and we're gonna head here. We're gonna delete the right for that. And as you can see, it moved to another clip. So let's try to see where we start, like over here, delete the left for that and delete the right again. So we're gonna choose where we start also in here. So we could start here, delete the left, and then right after, we'll just need to drag that onto the other marker, delete it to right. So just make sure to go ahead and choose where to start onto your videos, like this one. And also, so that it would be easier for you to split the different clips, then you'll just have to go ahead and use the shortcut keys that you could see here onto its bottom part. So make sure to hover onto each of the tools in here to see its shortcuts. For example, to delete the select onto my own CapCut, the shortcut for that is Z. So let's click onto Z. The same with this one is X for right. So let's click onto X and we'll do the same thing for this. Let's move this one here, Z, and then click onto the shortcut just like that. So actually, it is very easy to use the shortcut keys. So you'll just have to memorize that. And let's align this like this one as well. And the end for that. And also the last clip. So you could also trim the last part of the music so that it should go ahead and match it. Now, this is how your clips and your beats should look like. So it did matches just like that. And to add in more style for this one, we're going to go ahead and start by adding a transition onto the middle part of each clip. So as you can see, this is where you could add in a transition onto its middle part. You should be able to see that one here onto the upper part. So we're going to choose a transition that is best for moving in different clips. Now I've browsed onto the different transitions in here. So as you can see, the same with the different things earlier, like the audio and the stock medias. So there are actually categories for that. So I've chosen something that is under camera in here, and we're gonna choose this one, which is left. So we're gonna need to download that one. And then right after, we're gonna go ahead and hold this. And we're gonna put this onto the middle part of each clip. So you could also opt for using other transitions in here, but I kind of like using just one transition in here so that it should be clean. So we're gonna add this to all of the beats in here. And also, you could try to make use onto the different pro transitions in here since I'm just using the free version of CapCut. So you could actually upgrade to pro version so that you could make use onto all of the different things that they offer in here. So I think the pro one are better than the free ones. But yeah, just for the sake of this tutorial, we're going to use the free ones in here. And I think that one is good already. So you could make use onto the other beat as well in here since we have beats too as well in here. And another thing that we could do also onto the clips in here is to enhance this. So to keep your video engaging, we could add in keyframes for scaling and positioning for this. So for example, the first clip that we have in here, we could zoom in this specific clip in here. So as you can see, let's click onto the first clip. We're going to add a keyframe in here. And here onto this part or the bottom part of the clip, we're going to add in another keyframe. So we have here 100% onto the scale. And here we're going to go ahead and make this at around 140. So what we need to do is we're going to hover onto the other keyframe first, click onto this, and this is how it should look like. So we could add the same thing for this. Let's create scale, or let's leave it there, and onto the other keyframe, we're going to adjust the scale as well to 150. So it should look something like this. So you could also start from having it zoom in. So let's have it at around 130. So let's add in a keyframe first here as well. That will leave it at 100%. And here, let's have this at around 150. So this is how it should look like. And as you can see, it pans out. We could add this to all of the clips that we have in here so that the video should look engaging and it is nice to look at. So let's add this, or let's make this bigger. Click onto this one, this arrow in here, do the same thing, and let's just finish all of the videos in here. So if you've noticed, it did added some effect. We could also hover here, and you should be able to find in this specific thing onto the last part. So you could just go ahead and swipe this to add in a fade out so that there should be an indicator that the video is ending soon. Or you could just simply click onto the sound in here and adjust the fade out. We could also add in a fade in for the music. So let's add zero point 0.5 on each. And you could also reduce the noise to remove background noises onto the specific audio. So we could do the same thing for the clips. We're going to go ahead and add in a fade out for this. We're going to find that one here under animation. Just simply click onto that, choose an out, and there are a lot of options such as fade out in here, just like that. We could also click here onto the first part to add in an animation on how this one will start. So we could use slide left for this since that is our transition in here, just like that. And for the last part, it should go ahead and look something like this. And that is just basically it on how you import footage in music. Use CapCut's AI Auto Sync to match clips to the beat, trim and adjust clips to beat markers, and apply advanced editing techniques like speed adjustments, keyframes, and audio management in CapCut. And if you think this tutorial has been a great help to you, then don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and we'll see you on to our next video.